Hello guys and welcome to our video. My name is Eric Anjan. My matrix number is CB19061.
First, we'll be talking about the functional requirements. The first functional requirement that I've chosen is language, where the user is able to choose the language in English or Malay during the process of booking the ticket. The second type of functional requirement that I've chosen is type class, where the user is able to choose either business class or economy class during the purchase of the ticket. Next, we'll be going to the non-functional. I've chosen efficiency requirement, where it is related to system efficiency, where the airline system will ensure that the schedule is always up to date for the user's benefits. Next, we'll be going to the user interface. The user interface that I've chosen is booking hotel interface. The first one will be recoverability. As we can see that the user is able to modify his or her result after inserting even if there are some wrong information inserted. The next user interface is minimal surprise. As we can see that the website is showing a timeout period. This is quite common in most of the websites to ensure that during the purchase of the ticket, the website would not be overloaded during their purchases. The third user interface that we can see is user familiarity, where the user is able to select from a range of price to type of facilities and star ratings while choosing the hotel that they desire. This is quite common in most of the websites, so that users will not get confused and be able to choose the specific hotel that they want. The next user interface will be consistency. As you can see that the interface of the system is similar to what we see in the Qatar Airlines website. Next following one will be user guidance. As you can see that a message will pop up and asking to enter 2 or more characters in order to help the user to search for more specific hotel that the user wants. Next, we will be seeing the API in this website. The API that is inside this website is the Identify API or the Geolocation API. You can see that this website is connected with the Location API to help the users to locate the hotels that they are about to search. The suggested API that I suggested for this website is the Car API, where users are able to book their vehicles during their stay. Suggested user interface that I suggest for this website is the user diversity, as the system only supports one language at a time. This will not be able for other users from other countries to be able to purchase tickets in these websites. Thus, more languages should be added in this website for more easier for users to choose or book during their process of booking a ticket.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Saiful Azani Bisharuddin and my matrix number is CB19073. As you all know, I'm gonna explain to you about functional requirement and non-functional requirement that I found. Functional requirement, contact details, means that for the emergency, and another one is type of membership, which user can get special privilege. For non-functional requirement is security or safety requirement, which is session expired. Next, I'm gonna explain to you about the UI, API, and also suggested API. Here are some explanation about the user interface. User interface, user guidance, consistency, user diversity, minimum surprise, user familiarity, and also recoverability. User familiarity, which every single airline website using same calendar system. User guidance means website gonna guide the user to do the process. Consistency means that when user open up the website using mobile phone or PC, both are identical. User diversity means that website gonna help the user for those who need help. Minimum surprise, user can predict what to do when they're doing the process. Recoverability, the data will not lost if user make a mistake. Identified API, which is social media API. It will connect to the social media platform of the Firefly company. Suggested API, which is geolocation API, user will know how far the distance between their home and departure station.
Hello guys, I am Logarshan Krishnan and my matrix number CB19083.
Functional requirements. At origin and destination. When user logs into Firefly administration, the system suggests a booking flight by entering origin and destination. Payment type. User can do the payment through debit card, credit card, direct debit, FPX, Allied Pay, Union Pay, Boost and Grab Pay, which make the user more comfortable to do the payment. Non-functional requirements. Operational requirements. Promo code. User can insert a promo code into Firefly application database to get a special discount. User name interface design principles. User diversity. Provides appropriate intersection facilities for different kind of users such as language. Recoverability. Recover data from the errors. User guidance. Provide feedback when there is an error occurred. The term pointer language indicates the user diversity, while the term pointer the performance indicates the user diversity. The term pointer the group indicates the recoverability after an error occurs. Consistency. The steps and procedure will be same in both computer and phone. User familiarity. The concepts which are drawn from the experienced people who will make the most of the system. The main page of Firefly system in both computer and phone will be same like this. This indicates the consistency, while the term indicates the user familiarity, the calendar, and the last, minimal surprise. The user should not get surprised by the behavioral system. In this Firefly system, user can able to predict the procedure. When the user enter the origin, they display some suggestion that indicates the minimal surprise. API, translation API that already in the system, which can dynamically translate text between thousands of languages. The API that going to propose is World Time API, which returns local time for given time zone and also provides some additional information such as weather. Proposed user interface, user diversity. The Firefly system only offers dual language, which is Malay and English. By improving the system, by adding more languages, it can attract more users. The term near the language bar is modified language bar, which is a user interface, while the term near the term is.
Hi guys, my name is Muhammad Zamir Tarmizi. My matric number CB19077.
Functional requirement.
Functional requirement that I mean is travel info. User can get travel info and information about the administration through database administration. Second, route and schedule. User can get the route and schedule of the flight, which can make the user to select the tickets. Non-functional requirement. External requirement. Firefly website provide online store which can let user to buy items such as clothes, caps, pins, and some more. User interface design principles. The first design principle that I found in this interface is user guidance. Firefly online store interface provide a specific message to tell the user what they overlook to fill and mention the parts that require to fill. User familiarity. This interface has add to cart button as shown in the figure that also familiar used in various interfaces in other websites. Recoverability. In this Firefly online store interface, if the system detects an error, the data will still remain while the system will give a feedback to fix the insert data. Fourth, minimal surprise. The user is able to predict where the user wants to share the information on different media platforms, so user will not be surprised with the behavior of the system. Consistency. Firefly Online Store interface show the same interface and features when accessed by computer and mobile phone. Application Programming Interface. The API that I made in this interface is Custom Search API. It's designed to make it easy for user to find any specific things. Talkback API. It helps vision impaired user able to use this Firefly Online Store. It uses spoken word and audible feedback. The volume button indicates a talkback API for user to activate the talkback system when user click on it. It can allow vision impaired user to use the website. Besides, disable person button indicates user to change the font size and the font color. The globe symbol and translator symbol indicate user diversity in principle that let different type of user translate the content to their country language.
My name is Wan Muhammad Ikram Hamdi bin Wan Mahdi. My matrix number is CB19085.
The first functional requirement is the search box. User can use search box to collect information or filter information to make work easily. Besides, user must use fill or use the search box to find their destination. Second functional requirement is type of currency. User can select currency type to do the payment. User from various countries can book tickets using their currency, which makes their work easy. The non-functional requirement is the usability requirement, which is asterisk mark. The system easy to use by the user. It will be more organized so the user that can avoid any unnecessary mistakes. The first is user guidance. In the Firefly system in Figure 1.1, when the user fills in the form with mistakes, the interface can provide feedback such as a pop-up message that appears in the interface. In Figure 1.3, the login system used in Firefly system used simple terms which was implemented by the experienced people so the user can understand to fill in the provided form. Number 3 is consistency. As shown in the figure 1.5 and 1.6, both the interface for Firefly and Qatar Airways can be consistent when where possible and operations can be activated in the same way either in PC or smartphone. Number 4 is minimal surprise. As shown in the figure 1.7 and 1.8, the user shall not get surprised by the behavior of the system by both Firefly and Qatar Airways. This is because both is similar by providing this feature to make sure the user to fill in the form without worry. Number 5 is user diversity. By comparing both from figure 1.9 and 2.0, it seems that Firefly lacks of user diversity such as the system is quite difficult for the user that has a disability, such as short-term memory. Compared with Qatar Airways, the interface has picture and short form that needs to fill, which is very easy for the disabilities user. By comparing figure 2.1 and 2.2, the interface from Firefly does not have recovery data when the user wants to return to the form back, while in Qatar Airways allow user to recover data from errors for the user to fix the mistakes they made before. The API that is being used in Firefly system is the API key. It is mainly functions as a way to identify the persons making the API call, such as authenticating you to use the API. The suggested API is the Facebook Login API. It is a fast and convenient way for people to create accounts and log into the user app across multiple platforms. In the proposed adding user interface, the Firefly system also improved the user diversity principles by adding a disability function. Its main function is to make the disabled user become relevant in any online engagement so that they will be honorably mentioned in the Firefly airline.